Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, I ended up moving positions into a little more comfy area. Um, this room is really cool. This is like one of the back rooms. It's kind of like a lounge area with books and all sorts of nice things. It's like a very homey living room. Um, so I'll just give you a panorama view of this. It's really, really nice. I have my coffee and my bagel, and I'm ready to just discuss a few things with you guys. Um, I hope you don't mind if I eat and, have a few sips of my coffee. So, yeah, today we'll talk a little bit about mental health and how to gain happiness, how to gain a good state of mind. Because, what's more important than a solid state of mind in this world? You know, you can handle the outside world when your inside world is taken care of. And over the past few months, I've realized that and really honed into that. So, basically, how do you become happy? If you're in a depressed state, I think one of the hardest things to do is to get back to that equilibrium when you're in a depressed state. But it is doable. It's actually very easy, but our minds make it hard, and we're hard on ourselves. For example, when we're in a depressed state, sometimes it's hard to just get off the couch and go to the gym, or get off the couch and do chores. It just feels like it's too much. But let your motivation be that, the longest journey begins with a single step. And sometimes you just gotta force yourself to get off the couch and force yourself to go to the gym, even if you're really not feeling it. Of course you're not going to be feeling it because you're in a depressed state. But that energy to push forward and to better your circumstances and to make yourself feel better, that's how you get better. It could be something small too. It could be you go, man, my hair's messy. I just got back from the gym and took a shower. But there we go. You can just decide, okay, I want to go mow the lawn. Kind of give yourself a little pep in your step, or make your bed, or call a friend. Just anything to get your mind off of the negative feelings you're feeling, and reassure yourself that you're striving to make your circumstances better. So, my state that I'm in right now is that I've gained a lot of momentum from being positive and being consistent with my daily routines as far as gym and school and taking care of my responsibilities. So I become happy when everything in my life is in order and things are lined up and I can just take care of business. School, gym, family, repeat. Family first always, but I'm in the military, so I call my family now. I go to school every day. I make sure I get good grades. I study. So you have priorities. You place your priorities in an ABC 1, 2, 3 format. You take care of those priorities. Then you have a little bit of time for yourself, for your hobbies. Kind of like what I'm doing now. It's Friday. I just got done with the gym and school, and look, I'm here enjoying a nice bagel and coffee in a very relaxed, comfortable environment. And I'm doing what I love. I love to take videos, and I love to share knowledge. So, just to recap, a couple quick things to get yourself out of that depressed state. Put energy to move forward, because that's the only way you're going to get from point A to point B. Point A being depressed, point B being happy. So get some forward movement in your life, no matter how small, because any movement is movement. Any forward movement is movement. Okay? Now, you're not going to win. You're not going to become happy in one day. It's going to take a while. But each day you can get a little bit happier, and eventually you will reach a flow state of happiness. It is possible. I know this because I struggled with a little bit of depression. And I just felt unsure of myself at times. I felt socially anxious at times. I felt Like I wasn't living up to my full potential, and that has always bothered me. And sometimes I always let that bury me and let that numb me. But now things are looking on the up and up, and things are just getting easier because I'm consistent. So consistency will yield kind of more of a easier flow through life. Okay? I'm I'm going to incorporate some movie quotes in this video for inspiration, and we're going to talk a little bit about the movie quotes, the movie clips and scenes. I'm going to show you some of the most inspirational movie clips and scenes that I know, because sometimes these movie clips really stick to you and are very uplifting, and you can use that as fuel for motivation. Motivational fuel is very important because, sometimes we can't do it on our own. You need to be able to do 99% of it on your own, yes, because if you rely on other things to become happy, then you're not going to be truly happy. It has to be you. And I know that sounds like a lot. But the 1%, for example, look at this. Coffee. Coffee is just a little treat for yourself, a little motivation. For me, it's kind of like a pick-me-up. All right, I'm just going to have a jolt of energy. I'm going to have a little sophisticated session of podcasting or reading or, so you can use these little tools for motivation to help you, whatever that may be. Let's see, what else? A peace of mind is priceless. Happiness is priceless. No matter what else is going on in the world, if you are happy on the inside, it's almost like everything external is a bonus. So build your foundation. Become happy for yourself. And also spread happiness and spread love and give people your time, because I have a bad habit of this. This is kind of, going into a new topic, so to speak, but it kind of relates. Don't be too selfish with your happiness. Don't think that a peace of mind and happiness is everything in this world. It's a lot. Especially for me. But you also have to give your happiness and give your good-natured soul to others, so that you can uplift them, or you can be social with them. Part of being a human is being social. I'm not saying you have to do this, but this is just some wisdom that I've acquired over the years. Being around people is important. Being alone is important. You have to find the balance. Balance is key. So, balance is very important too. Happiness is basically my balance. Or rather, acquiring balance is what makes me happy. There's a balance all around us, kind of like the Force. It's very true. There's a religion called Taoism, Taoism. I may have said that wrong, but I read this book from Books A Million or Barnes & Noble, one of the two. And basically this religion, Taoism, is the flow of energy, the natural flow of the universe that basically is a flow of good that takes care of people who practice it. So it's kind of like when Mufasa was explaining the circle of life to Simba. Everything works and goes around in a circle, kind of like karma. Everything has a give and take. Everything has a balance. Maybe even balance has balance. That's just too deep, though. So balance is key, I believe. That may not be the case for some people. Some people may need imbalances in life. Who knows? But for me, I try to be balanced. I try to strategically plan my days to hit different avenues of acquiring balance for that day. Gym, a healthy diet, productivity, relaxation, new experiences, adventure, Get out there and go do something different. Stimulate your brain a little bit differently than you did the day before. That's what it's all about. Make wise choices and treat yourself. Treat yourself to a bagel and some coffee once in a while. Now, if you have a bagel every single day, like I've been doing for 5 days, it might not be the best thing for you. It's a lot of carbs. And I just put a crap ton of butter on my bagel. Oh man, it's going to be good. But I also just worked out pretty hard. So, in a weird way, it's kind of balancing itself out. Well, I can hear some people marching outside. While they're marching, I'm leisurely chilling. Feels good to be a morning student. But anyhow, folks, if any of you are watching this, just know, if you're feeling down, you have to put in a little bit of energy, and it's going to be hard. But you can do it, and it's going to be worth it. That little bit of energy, sacrifice a little bit of that uncomfortableness. Because that uncomfortable state, you're going to push through, and you're going to benefit yourself. So don't really even think of it as being uncomfortable. Think about it as investing in yourself, bettering yourself, so that later on you can get rid of this shitty feeling and come out on top, a day at a time. You'll probably be able to feel better in about 3 days, to be honest with you, if you just apply the things that I've told you. 3 days more, 6 days, you'll feel twice as good. So it's a simple math. It's a simple science. Find balance. Be productive. Put in good energy to better yourself. And there's a whole bunch of other shit, but those are the basics. All right? Leave comments. Anything you want. Any kind of feedback is going to be fun for me to read and to carry out more conversations with you. My name is Dylan Myers, and this has just been a Coffee and Bagel podcast. Thank you.